Welcome, college basketball fans, to the Full Court Press Podcast with LT and Sammy D. This is the podcast that brings you legendary stories from college basketball's golden era and dives in deep with a current analysis of today's game. Get ready for the most energetic and entertaining college basketball podcast around. Let's get it.
Hello and welcome to another Full Court Press, a college basketball coaches show. Sam and I are back. This is an honor and pleasure, but don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can, following on the Full Court Network, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram. We got some great stuff. It's been a great summer, and this is an honor and pleasure. So, Sam, we've had former players, we've had current coaches, we've had All-Americans. First time, maybe the first and only time we've had a Heisman Trophy winner. One of my heroes growing up. We have newest for the last couple months, head coach of the Florida A&M Rattlers. We got Charlie Ward. Welcome to the Full Court Press, Coach.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on the Full Court Press. I've been on both ends, been press full court and pressing someone full court. Full Court Press.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Welcome. So, we're just going to jump right into it, Coach. You took over the FAMU program. It's been a few months. Give a quick little intro about the appealing nature of FAMU. I watched the press conference. Everyone knows your history of Tallahassee, your commitment to giving back in the Tallahassee community, but what were some of those conversations
Sam, Coach, why the hell would you be a college basketball coach in today's college basketball landscape? What are you thinking?
Well, FAMU is in a different. It's college basketball, and it has its pace, just like all the rest of college basketball and college sports in general, but it has a different pace. It's one where there's a great brand there, a lot of great foundation work to be able to build on, and all the teams that I've taken over as head coach have been in very similar situations where the brand was good, but the program was either struggling or needed facelift or whatever the case may be. And, just resources, being able to network with a lot of different people from my experiences is help programs elevate a little bit. Maybe not in wins and losses, but just understanding what it takes to get to the next level for student athletes, and then providing opportunities for them through my experiences. And so people ask, yes, your question, like why FAMU and all the things, the negative things that people may say about it, but wherever you go, whether it's high school, college, pros, there are always going to be challenges. There's going to be pressures to be the best. And so some people have more resources than others, but you have to do the best with what you have, regardless of what resources look like, in order to be successful. And I'm just grateful that I'll be able to provide another face to the men's basketball program that coaches have left behind and done set a good foundation in a lot of different ways. So I'm just grateful that I get a chance to be a part of it.
Yeah, and it holds a very special place in your heart. Your parents met there, correct? Your dad was a very good. Charlie Sr. was a very good football player. I believe your older sister graduated from there too.
Yes, that's correct. And I grew up going to all the FAMU football games because, of course, my dad and mom were alma maters, their alma mater, and some of my dad's football players went to FAMU, so we used to go support them. And so I grew up there. Actually, I was born there at the hospital that was on campus, which now is a HR building. So it's a full circle moment for me, and I can literally say I've been a part of all three colleges in Tallahassee. Rather short list.
When are they building you a statue then?
That's not. I want to leave a legacy. So whether the statue's built or not, I want to make sure that when I leave wherever I go next, which is hopefully heaven, people to remember my name and what I was able to accomplish and be a part of and establish there, whether there's a statue or not. That's not my issue. My issue is what am I doing while I'm here? And when I leave, what are people saying and the impact that you can make? So, I'm grateful for the opportunities.
Coach, I won't ask Miami of Florida fans about you.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Miami and Florida fans.
What's that?
Poor Miami and Florida fans.
Oh. No, but nobody here, that's for sure. Nobody
not
here.
Us.
Okay.
So it's been a few months. Talk a little bit about kind of the team and what you're looking to accomplish this first season leading up to it. Some of the conversations you had with, some of the returning players that are staying with the Rattlers, and then some of the transfers. It seems like you have a very experienced team. Seems like you have a very mature team. Can you talk a little bit about what that roster looks like right now?
Yeah, we were able to bring in some quality players that had some good experience over the years. So we do have some experience. Of course, everyone's relatively new. So whether it's coaches, players, so we're learning one another as we go, literally. This summer, we did a great job of just building good camaraderie amongst the group, coaches and players. There's really no big adversity that we've had to overcome so far because it's summer. But what we were able to do is build that unity amongst the group. So when adversity does hit, there's a brotherhood. They understand one another. They know that it's coming from a good place. And so, those are things that go a long ways to being successful. We do have a super competitive team. We did learn that this summer. We had a lot of competitive drills and games and those types of things. And guys didn't like losing, and they're very talkative. But of course, we have a long ways to go, and then the season is right around the corner. But essentially, we were just trying to get them to understand the expectations that we have for this year. Every team has the same expectation at the beginning of the year, which is to win the conference championship, make it to the NCAA tournament, and then do the best you can. Coming from the SWAC, while doing the season having the best record. So, all those things are there for us right now. But we have to go and work towards that goal each and every day to build those habits that will help us be successful long term. So we have a good group. Like I said, we have a lot of experience. Guys has played Division I basketball before, and some JUCO guys that played at a high level as well. And then we have one rookie. So, we have a good mix. But when it's all said and done, we're going to have to be better than, of course, it's cliche, be better than another team on that given day. But that has to happen every single day. That can't happen during the course of the game. It has to have to start in practice. It has to start in the classroom. It has to start, in the apartments, building that bond where when things do go south, we're able to find a way to execute, find a way to hold each other accountable, prepare to win each and every day for our attitude. And so those are things that we're going to have to do to be at the top of the swag, and also be able to play with some of the big dogs that we're competing against this year.
Yeah. Sam, do you remember him back in the day in college and even in the pros? Man, I used to love how he used to command the point guard position. What can people expect, like the style of play that you're going to kind of impose this first year at FAMU?
Well, one of the things we want to do from an offensive standpoint is get everyone involved. So that means there's going to be ball movement, player movement. From an offensive standpoint, we'll have a pro style type of offense mixed with some European concepts, and so it'll be a mix of both. Then defensively, we'll compete at a high level, play a great effort, work to guard our man, and play great team defense. A lot of people talk about 3-point shooting, playing fast. I'm all about being efficient. So whether it's playing fast, playing slow, shooting threes, shooting twos, whatever it may be, we want to be efficient in everything that we do. And so there's no realistic style outside of just being efficient in what we do. And so that is our mission and goal in our style of play, is to be efficient, execute at a high level, and then when we don't get it right, we come back the next day, next play, and make it right, and learn from it. So we want to just be the type of team that when people see us, they don't want to play us.
Yeah, absolutely. How important was the selections you made in putting together the coaching staff, right? The calls you made and kind of your philosophy behind that. I mean, you've got a great coach in Coach Lazarus coming from FSU, and then also good history at USF and Middle Tennessee State. But it seems like you've got a really diverse group of coaches in there. You brought in Coach Granger, who I'm pretty sure you were down the sidelines from for some years on the high school courts out there. So what does that kind of coaching brotherhood look like in the locker room, and what was the philosophy with putting these guys together?
Well, my first call when this job was a real possibility was to Coach Lazarus. Got good intel. I've known of him from days of our camps. And I knew he was a good fit for FAMU. And so when I was thinking about this job, I called him and asked him if he was still in Tallahassee, if no one had scooped him up anywhere yet. And he said no, and he was interested in it. And of course, he asked what his number was. I asked what his number was as far as to make it happen. He gave it to me. And so when I was making the call, if he would have said yes, it would have been very tough for me to feel comfortable taking the job. But when he said yes, I knew the work ethic that he had, the loyalty, the commitment that he brought to the table, all those things I knew he brought to the table. And it was just a great fit for me. And then he mentioned one of the guys who was a GA at Florida State while he was there a couple of years ago. Rob Lewis was a great fit for us as well. Great basketball, young guy. More sit and talk. He's from Houston, which while I was there, he knows a lot of the guys that I actually coached when I was at Westbury Christian or in the Houston area. He played against them. So it was just a great fit once we started figuring all this thing out. And then Coach Granger Coached against his teams. Actually, we went 19-2 one year, or 21-2 or something, and the 2 losses was to his team.
Yeah.
So we found it the 3rd time, but we grew up. We grew up together essentially. When I was in college, his dad was our equipment manager for basketball. And so he was a ball boy. He was around us a lot. And so I've known Coach Granger for quite some time now. It's been since my days in college. And he's just a great fit as well. He has a wealth of knowledge, very well connected, which all those guys are. And I was blessed to be able to ask 4 guys for the assistant positions, and 3 of them, I had one guy turn it down. And the reason he turned it down is because he had just moved to Orlando, and they didn't want to come back because they just had a baby. And so I was blessed to be able to hit on the first 4 out of 5 guys that I asked. But then our basketball ops guy was a GA last couple of years at Florida State. And so we brought him over to be the basketball ops. So he and Coach Lazarus are tied at the hip. And so the staff is just a dynamic staff. And then we brought on some support staff, people that are helping us out with some other things to help our program. So there's a lot of support there. We're just trying to get to where we can be efficient with our time, without everyone running around doing everything. But we're working to get people that want to get some experience, and hopefully one day we'll be able to. They'll be on our tree. They'll be going somewhere else and get paid to do what we're asking them to do now.
Awesome. Sam, you want to start them off?
Yeah, Coach, we do a little thing called the shot clock. LT is going to fire off, quick 3-4 questions. Some of them might be one word. Some of them might lead to a short story, but the platform is going to be yours here. LT, let's get it.
All right. Okay, Coach. One word to describe Florida A&M. One word.
Family.
Okay. That's a good one. All right. Biggest coaching influence.
Well, I had quite a few coaching influences. Started my high school football and basketball coach, Coach Charlotte Green, and Coach Charlotte Moore Sr. Of course, my dad is my dad, so he was a big influence on me. I had Coach Bobby Bowden, Coach John Easton, and then my position coach was Coach Mark Rigg. Then my rookie year in the pros, and Coach Pat Riley, to Don Nelson for half the season. So I learned a lot from both of those guys in just different ways. And then Coach Jeff Van Gundy was my lifeblood throughout the NBA. He was the head coach, but he's also my skill development coach. I got a chance to go and be around Coach Popovich for a half a year. And so, been a great mentor for me. Coach Tony Dungy, Coach Severin, Coach Hamilton, Lemon Hamilton. So these guys
just a few Hall of Famers and champions. That's all good.
I've never heard of any of those coaches.
Yeah, right.
Holy cow! I mean, Sam.
all of them they all had a hand in my coaching. They made an impact in my life.
Yeah, that's some legendary coaches. So Sam usually never gets a question in this, but I'm going to ask in his regard. So if you get mad, it's not my fault. I have no clue what this is. Okay, who you got? The Marching Chiefs or the Marching 100?
that's a good one.
Don't get his ego going.
That's right.
I'll
That's
say
right.
both, because
Okay.
they're both good in their own way.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, I lived in Florida for a few years, and I got to see both marching bands play, and then just the legacy behind both marching bands and like what they represent to the university and the athletic program. I mean, it's like watching the best in the world when you see either one of them, and they're both right there. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that one, Coach. Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it, but they're both good. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Coach, we're going to take you back to college. All right. So I want to know about some of your teammates. So which teammate would you say was the best dressed?
There was Charles Oakley.
Mm.
Oh. I would have never expected that one, but that's okay.
Oh.
I like that. The Oak, man. He was the man.
He was always dressed.
Okay. All right. Who would you
please?
Okay. Coach, who would you say was the funniest teammate you ever had?
Sam Cassell.
Oh, I can see that.
He always kept everybody laughing, even if he wasn't a big prankster in a sense, but he always kept everybody laughing just because he's from Baltimore.
Yeah. Okay. Who would you say the
accent?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would talk a lot of trash on the court, wouldn't he?
Yes, he did. Because he's from Baltimore. I have a young man. We have two young men. One's from Baltimore and one's from New York, and they both talk trash. So it's on our current team now. So it's very interesting to hear them compete against one another.
Yeah. Let them guard each other the whole thing. Okay. A couple more quick questions. So, who would you say was the worst dancer as a teammate?
I'm not sure about that
one. Is there a tie, maybe?
Like I said, I'm not sure.
Okay.
They'd probably say me. If you ask for a teammate.
Okay.
They'd probably say me.
Okay.
But I'm not a teammate.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Coach. All right. They're making a Hollywood movie about your life. All right. It's a 3-part question. What would the title be? Who would play you? And what would be the theme song?
Well, Morris Chestnut would probably be a good person to play me.
Love it.
Twice as Nice, since there's already a documentary out. Twice as Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not sure what the theme music would be.
What kind of music do you listen to, Coach?
I listen to Christian hip hop, gospel.
Okay.
All right. We'll have to think about that one, Sam.
We'll put something together here. Together.
All right, Sam, finish them off for us.
Yeah, Coach Ward, we just appreciate coming on the Full Court Press College Basketball Coaches Show. Last minute of the show, I'm just going to turn it over to you. Anything you want to share with the FAMU alumni, students, the Tallahassee community, what they can be kind of expecting. I also want to wish you a happy anniversary. I know you just celebrated 30 years with your wife, and it's a busy time for you right now. I know how much you shout out her with the press conference, and hope you guys got to celebrate this month. But gonna turn it over to you. Anything you want to share with the Rattler fan base?
Well, we look forward to having everyone come out and support us. You can get your season tickets on the Rattler athletic page. And the team We will have a very competitive team. I'm not sure how many games we'll win, but we'll compete each and every night. But just grateful for the opportunity to be on Full Court Press here. And one of the things that our foundation is doing, we actually have a brunch that we have coming up that's going to help support the Champions Ranch that our family foundation is building. And so there's, you can find all this information on charlieWard.org, awardfoundation.org. And then my Instagram is Charlie Ward Official. So there are a lot of information out there, just a lot of things that we're doing in the community, also at FAMU. So just looking forward to a great year overall. And then the support, of course, everyone needs support to be successful. So we hopefully everyone will support us in us being able to make an impact on the young men that we'll be coaching.
Yep. Well, Coach, you're going to stick with us for one more second as we upload. Hey, we're going to put all the links, the foundation, and all that stuff in the tab below. So check it out, support it. He does a lot of great for the community. He's going to do a lot of great things at Florida A&M. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, follow us on all the Full Court Network handles. We'll be back next on the Full Court Press, a college basketball coaching show.